If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
A gentleman who is not celebrating a birthday, but he's always celebrating something, is Tom Roberts from the Greater Coosa Valley Area Chamber of Commerce. Tom, good morning.
Great to be with you today.
And happy Thanksgiving to you.
Thank you. Got, like everybody else, some big plans, a lot of family, a lot of food, and overeating. And
yeah, of course. A big night last Friday night over in Childersburg.
Absolutely. It was great up atop the hill for the Christmas tree lighting, but that was far from all that we had. Down at Kiwanis Park, Santa Claus again was just overrun by the kids, and literally 1,000 people in Kiwanis Park for Santa Claus and other related activities. But the special part of the night, I thought, was the service, the tribute to the veterans of the area, and that was a big, big thing, and it was tearful if you really want to put it in words. But all in all, a great celebration for downtown Childersburg, and we're becoming known for rocking Christmas, and it's ongoing. Right now, we've got something that I think is kind of special. It's really catching some steam. It's the Childersburg Shopping Spree. We had originally planned for it to go through Small Business Saturday this Saturday, but we're going to go ahead and take those receipts. Anything you spend in Childersburg, save your receipts. If you need to keep a copy, make a copy of your receipt, but turn those receipts in by next Friday, that's the 30th, by 2 p.m. We're going to be giving away gift cards, just a way of saying thank you as we try to point out to area citizens how important it is to shop locally, because your government, both Sylacauga and Childersburg, along with Oak Grove, have recently passed budgets for their municipalities, and they depend on those tax revenues, and we need to support the businesses we have. If for no other reason, then that's how you impress folks who are looking to make an investment in your community and add more businesses to it. So
Childersburg beautifully decorated for Christmas.
Oh, it is just absolutely gorgeous downtown. Every storefront has something. A lot of the what Tricia Wesson terms the large displays. She did a wonderful job this year, and I think I've found the key to her ability to motivate people and get them organized to participate in this. She and her husband, Mayor Ken Wesson, were absolutely the first people on the scene early in the morning hours last Friday. They were also the last to leave. So that when you're putting your own boots on the ground and working hard, it makes it easier to motivate other people to play along and work together for a common good. And that's the beautiful downtown is very, very special. But what's more special to me is the air of cooperative nature of people coming out and making things better for the community. That's the important part.
Well, not just events last weekend, but we got events chock full to tell people about this morning that's coming up.
Oh, absolutely. We've got a couple of Christmas parades here in Sylacauga. I believe that's the 6th, the 13th. The next week on Thursday, the second Thursday, is going to be Childersburg's, and it's getting to the point where it's hard to keep up with all those entry forms. We've got a good system in place, and looking forward to it. Right now, 4 bands with 2 others. We're awaiting word on those. We have 12 professional floats, along with a growing list of the amateur floats that'll be up at the competition. And I saw some pictures, and I got some. There's one particular church that's going above and beyond again this year, and they're going to be taking home some hardware for winning the amateur floats, and it's always a special time, and it's especially special in downtown Childersburg, if no other reason than no matter where you set foot in downtown Childersburg, there are Christmas decorations, not just right there along First Street, but along the side streets and other streets, and it's an amazing time.
No one should go hungry in our area tomorrow. Henry Looney will be joining me in a couple of minutes to talk about the Sylacauga and safe Thanksgiving lunch. But at Grace Baptist Church, they always do a great deal over there too.
Absolutely, and there's not a competition here. Both of them are doing so much wonderful good, and both of them crisscross the boundaries a little bit. There's some deliveries made from Grace over in Sylacauga and vice versa. So we try to be supportive of both of those programs because it means a lot. When you deliver some of these meals, you find someone who is basically shut in, there is nothing like the feeling that you get delivering those Thanksgiving meals because they're without family close by, and it just warms your heart to see the appreciation on people's faces like that. We have a number of activities that bring out the Christmas spirit. I know on December the 6th, the Care House has their benefit concert, and in Childersburg, it's the Reason for the Season over at Grace Baptist Church, sponsored by the Childersburg Park and Recreation Department. And both of those, the admission to come in and hear all these wonderful songs of the season is canned or boxed good, because the holiday time between Thanksgiving and Christmas, there are a lot of folks in need, but it's a little extra special during those times. So the Alabama Childhood Food Solutions does a wonderful job year-round, but they try to go above and beyond, and they need the support and help of the community. Same thing with the Care House in Sylacauga, making a difference in people's lives, and those things are worthy of your support, but they're also heartwarming. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, Christmas in the Pines coming up too.
Oh, absolutely. That starts on Friday, November the 30th, and they'll go that weekend and the next weekend, and then all the way through daily. Beyond that, and the Christmas lights, and there's so many things going on. I'm sure we're going to leave something important out. A lot of the businesses are going to be having open houses. I know Renaissance Bank in downtown Childersburg has one on the schedule. We at the Chamber have one. It's going to be the Tuesday after the Christmas parade that we'll be hosting an open house. Just a way of saying thank you to the community, and drop by and enjoy. Also on the Tuesday before the Childersburg Christmas Parade, that's the 11th, probably one of the most well-attended holiday events is the open house at the Butler Harris Rainwater House that is also our chamber coffee for the month of December. And that's the ladies up there do a wonderful job of fresh baked goods and other treats for the holidays. But boy, you talk about decorated. That place is decorated from top to bottom, side to side, and it's just if you have trouble finding the Christmas spirit, we got plenty of places for you to go to find it.
Before we go this morning, I always like to get an update on what's happening with the road construction in Childersburg.
Well, we had a day and a half one day last week when they had to dig up one section of Highway 280 just before the bridge, and it created such havoc because it also coincided with changing off over the crossovers heading into downtown from the south side of town. And traffic was backed up all the way to Harpersville, literally. And that created some aggravation, and we've had some businesses complain that they're having trouble getting people across to their business. Well,
it's kind of anticipated, though.
Yes,
you know?
Absolutely. I don't mean to sound cold-hearted, but get used to it because it's going to get worse before it gets better. But when we get used to the idea, yes, you're going to have to ride past a few places and turn around and come back because that's the safe way to do it. And there's going to be a lot of congestion probably for the next year or so, but in the long run, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be a whole lot safer, and traffic will move a whole lot smoother, and they are days away from moving the traffic from the old Highway 280, the one we've known and loved for all these decades, over to the new section of the bridge. They're about to go ahead and finish that section that goes on over the Childersburg-Fayetteville Highway, and that's going to create some havoc. I'm not sure of the timing of when they'll close First Street off. I know they're not going to be simultaneous, but they'll be closed, which means you're going to have to find some alternative routes to get down to Fayetteville, some alternative routes to get in and out of downtown Childersburg, and yes, it's a pain. We get that. But in the long run, it's going to be so much better for traffic flow and, most importantly, safety. And that's one of the things that I wanted to bring up. Last night, Childersburg passed their annual budget, but a big part of that was step raises for the entire police department, even adding on a couple of new officers that just graduated from the academy. And the goal here for Mayor Wesson and the council is to make Childersburg the safest community in Talladega County, then Central Alabama, and then the state of Alabama. And it's a step-by-step process, but it's traffic, crime, everything. And that includes investment in your first responders, and that's what they're doing.
Well, finally this morning, getting back to the traffic on 280 with the Thanksgiving traffic and the Iron Bowl traffic, it will be major congestion in there this weekend. So it would behoove us locally to stay away from that area if at all possible.
Stay away from that area if at all possible, but at the same time, plan your trip. Find some alternate routes, some better ways to go while the traffic is bad. But more importantly is take your time. Don't be in a massive hurry. Leave 15 minutes early. Those kind of things do matter, and most of all, control your temper. I know it's frustrating. I get frustrated. What used to take me 10, 15 seconds to pull from the chamber out onto Highway 280 can sometimes take 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. That's just frustrating, and there's no way around it. But you just have to resign yourself to the fact that this is part of progress, mm-hmm. and it's going to get better in the long run, and it's important that we play along and get used to the changes, knowing that better changes are a part of the process. Yeah. But be safe.
5 minutes compared to life, there's no comparison. So be careful, as Tom said, and watch yourself out there. Enjoy your Thanksgiving weekend, and whether you're a Roll Tider or Auburn Tiger, enjoy the Iron Bowl weekend, but be safe on the roadways. Shop in Childersburg. They got some great events going on over there now. And Tom, we'll talk more about this next week. Appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
We got more Daybreak just ahead. Brother Henry Looney, Reach the World Bible Church, will join us after this timeout.